you believe that God will put a woman between you and your children that's not their mother, knowing that they need you?
I don't have an answer. Yes, I don't have a yes or no for that.
But you should.
Answer.
Aren't you a son of God?
I am. I'm a child of God.
Are you a son of God?
Yeah, I'm a son of God. Yeah.
So why don't you have an answer for that?
Because the way that you're asking it, Jesse, you said, do I think or believe that God would put the way you asked it? You said, do I believe that God would put a woman in between my sons? You know what I mean? Like, no, I wouldn't believe that. My future wife will come first, and then my sons.
That's the problem. Joe is a first-time caller out of Georgia on my mind. Joe, thank you for calling. You're on the air, sir.
Hey, good morning, Jesse. How you doing?
All is well. How are you?
I'm well. This is actually my second or third time calling.
Oh, did you tell the guy, Ryan, you were first-time calling?
I don't think he asked.
I'm sorry?
I don't think that he asked.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
I'm not a first-time caller. But either way.
I mean, Nick, not Ryan. Nick. He put in the first time, but that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Hello to Joel and to James as well.
Right on.
Yo, so that one caller was talking about porn, and I just want to ask you, is porn good or evil?
It's neither good nor evil. It's just something you use because you have fallen away from God. And men who are into that hate women. And so they're trying to, because you become subject to what you hate, you become attracted to what you hate, they're trying to get love from women by going back because they lost who they were or are or were. They were sons of God, and they lost that, and so they're yearning for the Father, but they think that they're yearning for the love of a woman, so they're trying to get back what they've lost. But it's really hatred of the woman.
Yeah, you have to hate women to watch porn. I mean,
and you're trying to get something from her that she doesn't have. They're trying to get love, and women don't have love. There's this order to life, and that order is God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, woman over children. And so love comes from above, from God, through Christ, through the man to the woman. But because they're in a fallen state, they hate their mothers. They're trying to get love from that, and it's not. Sex is not love.
Yeah, no, I know that. I just wanted to know if you thought it was good or evil. You said it was neither, and you over-explained it. So thanks. But I already knew that. You're preaching to the choir. But you had a caller call last.
Well, really, I was talking through you to those who may be tuned in for the first time.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense. I understand.
Yeah.
And then that other dude, Hector, he's just pissed. He's so mad.
I know. Poor Hector. Yeah. But I understand it because a lot of really nice human beings have been misguided by the church, too. They have been taught the scriptures, they've been taught it, and it's in their head. And they want to do right, they want to live it, but it's impossible to live by the letter of the law. You have to live by the Spirit and not the letter of the law. As a matter of fact, the Bible said the letter killeth. And so it's really keeping them away from the word of God that's written in their hearts. So I understand where Hector is coming from.
Yeah, no, I understand. I was there at one point, but you got to be led by the Spirit, man. You can't be led by the world, and it seems like that's what he was led by. But we love you, Hector.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Joe.
So yeah, you had say again.
Is that it?
No. So a week or two ago, a gentleman called and he was talking about how he was about to give up on his kids and how he was like done with his ex-wife and this and that, and he had to call the cops. So I just wanted to let you and him know that definitely encouraged me, because this weekend I'm getting married to my God-fearing, beautiful, gorgeous soon-to-be wife on Saturday. And my ex try to communicate with her that, hey, I'm getting married and I want my son at the wedding, and she was telling me no and all this and that she already has plans for that weekend. So basically I'm going to go there Thursday after they get out of their little camp because school's out. I'm going to go over there and pick them up, and then the cops will be there as well.
Oh, good.
And they'll see that their father actually gave a crap and is there to be like, no, Daddy's inviting you. And this, I'm not going to say it, but this evil, wretched, terrible woman is keeping you from your father.
And so let me just break it down a little bit. So you've been married before?
Yeah, so I had a child out of wedlock. And then I'm in the military, so I deployed. So I was having sex out of wedlock, got this girl pregnant. I deployed, and then when I came back, I had a baby, and we did a DNA test, and the kid was mine. And so then we decided to do the wrong thing, was to get married because of the child. And so we were married for 3.5 years, and it was a terrible, terrible marriage on my end and on her end. It was not good. And then we had another kid because of that. And
so you have two kids?
Yeah, I have 2 boys, a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. Amazing.
And so do you have legal custody of the kids as well, meaning visitation rights or whatever they call it? You can see your kid.
I have the standard every other weekend, Wednesday nights. But right now, I'm in Georgia, and my sons live in Maryland, and I'm getting out of the military solely so I can be in their lives because they need me desperately. So, but yeah, I only see them once a month. I'll fly. It's expensive, but I'll fly up, see them like that weekend of that month.
And so if you already have 2 sons and they definitely need you, you're right about that. Why are you getting married?
Why am I getting married?
Yes.
No one's really asking why am I getting married because I already have 2 sons. Yeah, I mean, because God put this woman in my life, and.
But why would God put a woman in your life if you already have sons and they need you first and foremost?
I don't really have an answer. I mean, I guess you could say that. Man, tough question. Why am I getting married when I already have 2 sons?
Yeah,
because I'm moving on with my life. I'm not leaving my kids behind, but I am moving on with my life.
But why are you bringing another woman between you and your sons? They need you. They already catch a hell with their mother, and now you're gonna put another woman between you and your sons. That's gonna create more problems. Why not commit to your sons?
I can see what you're saying, but I would like my boys to see what a real marriage is and what a real relationship looks like under God.
No, they don't need to see that. They need to see a real father under God.
And but why wouldn't they be able to see that with my wife now?
Because they're never going to accept her as their mother, and they're going to feel they're going to feel conflict that you are getting her attention, she's getting yours. And then when they go to visit the mother, same thing or even worse. And then when they come back to you, the same thing. So your sons are going to grow up not happy young men. Well, they're not getting love from either one of you.
I mean, I would have to agree and disagree with the love factor because I am a godly man, and
so why would
show them what's the difference between right and wrong. And
so why don't you make the sacrifice for your son as God made it for you? Well, Christ did.
And never marry again?
Well, I don't know about never marry, but not while they're under 18. Why do you think God put this woman in your life? You said God, a godly woman. Why do you think God put her in your life?
Why do I think that God put my future or my bride in my life?
Yes.
Why do I think God put my future wife in my life so that we can make white babies? No, man. I mean, I see. So honestly, I see the love of Christ through her, and she sees it through me. And we're really, and when I say we're really good together, we're really good together. And
you had sex with her already?
No. Why would I do that?
Have you had sex with her?
No, I have not.
But why would you think God put it in your life? You're not telling me.
God put her in my life, so yeah, I don't have like a one sentence answer. Because I mean, for me, she's the perfect gift from God.
What made her the perfect gift from God?
She's a godly woman. She's a woman of noble character.
What made her godly woman?
What makes her a godly woman?
Yeah.
She follows the teachings of Jesus Christ. She loves God with all her heart, mind, and soul.
What do you mean she followed? How does she follow the teachings of God, of Jesus Christ? What does that mean?
I knew this was going to happen when I called you. How does she?
You said what? You knew this was going to happen?
Well, I mean, like, you're asking questions, and I was like, oh, okay, I never really thought of it that way.
I know that's a problem. Men and women don't think. You need to be thinking on these things, and that way you can see what you're getting into rather than not thinking on them and can't see what you're getting into.
Yeah, no, but I do see what I'm getting into, though.
But do you see that, you believe that God will put a woman between you and your children that's not their mother, knowing that they need you?
I don't have an answer. Yes, I don't have a yes or no for that.
But you should.
Answer.
Aren't you a son of God?
I am. I'm a child of God.
Are you a son of God?
Yeah, I'm a son of God. Yeah.
So why don't you have an answer for that?
Because the way that you're asking it, Jesse, you said, do I think or believe that God would put the way you asked it? You said, do I believe that God would put a woman in between my sons? You know what I mean? Like, no, I wouldn't believe that. My future wife will come first, and then my sons.
That's the problem.
Huh. What I mean, so like, what would your suggestion be? That for the next 12, 13 years, that I wouldn't date or do anything until the boys are, you know what I mean? Like the boys are grown.
What would bring you more joy and peace? To be a perfect father, the light for your sons, or to be dating and getting into a woman?
It would bring me more peace that my sons grow up to be godly men.
So you answer for yourself then?
Yeah, well, I mean, just so you know, the wedding's Saturday. I'm not calling off the wedding.
You're going to regret it if you don't. You're going to regret it. It's not going to work out.
The marriage or my sons?
Both.
Man, okay.
Because you're doing
longer and you're wiser in your years, but
so what now?
Okay.
Because
I respect what you're saying.
Because you are putting your ego before your sons. You're really doing it for your own personal ego rather than making the sacrifice for your sons. Your sons need you. They don't have father and mother together. And it sounds like the mother is not all there in the right way. And now you won't be there in the right way. What do you expect to happen, man?
But why would I not be there in the right way?
Because that woman's going to stand between you and your sons. And that's going to destroy them. Because they're not going to get love from you. And they're not going to get it from their mother.
And you think that my future wife will stand in the way of my son?
Yeah, because if she wasn't, she would be getting in the way now.
So would you say that all men and women who remarry that have kids are wrong?
Yes.
Are doing the wrong?
100%.
Okay. Okay. All right. But I mean, I that's the thing, man. Like, I'm taking steps to not only come closer to them, but to actually be in their lives.
No, you're
And I know
not.
You're saying that.
No, you're putting this
Wait a
woman.
second. I've been in the military for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I'm stopping being in the military.
Right.
So I can be closer to them.
And that's cool.
That's a pretty big sacrifice.
So you take the military out the way between you and your
My
sons,
career.
and you replace it with a woman.
I didn't have it. So she and I didn't have it like in my cards to remarry, like anytime soon.
Well, why don't you put it off until your sons are grown and then marry her?
Is that a serious thing? Like wait 13, 12, 13 years? Like wait 12, 13 years? Like, hey babe, just wait. We'll live separate for the next 12 years until the boys are grown.
What's wrong with that? To make that kind of sacrifice for your sons, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's a pretty big sacrifice.
What'd you-
So the plan is to try and get full custody of them, and then we can homeschool them. That's the plan.
You can do that without the woman.
How would I do that without a woman?
In the same way you plan to do it with her.
Well, I would be out of the home working, and she'd be in the house. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Who convinced you of all that?
Who convinced me of what? To marry this amazing woman?
That you would be out the house. And the fact that you're calling her amazing is an issue too. Amazing. It's amazing that you call her amazing. You've been set up. You're not seeing what you're marrying.
Oh, come on, Jesse.
An amazing woman would not come between a father and his children.
I understand what you're saying.
Both
And I'm gonna say the word
you and her
but.
are being selfish while pretending to be children of God and doing the right thing and all that. You're lying to yourself. You're allowing Satan to lie to you because you're really getting together for selfish ego reasons. Otherwise, both of you would be making a sacrifice. You'd be like, no way, I'm going to get involved in that. Your sons need you. They need you. I'm not getting in between because they're never going to accept me. They need you. They need the love to come straight through you to them. But now it got to go through her, from you to her, and it's not going to make it down to them.
I'm assuming that you've counseled other people on this subject.
Why are you assuming that?
Why? What do you mean? Have you talked to other men and women that have gone through this?
Yep. For the last 29 years.
Yeah.
And I'm giving them the same advice I'm giving you, and they go, oh, the wedding is tomorrow. And they're afraid to tell the woman no. And so they get married, and all hell breaks loose.
I mean, I don't see that all hell will break loose.
You'll see it. You will see it.
So to be honest, Jesse, my boys are going to suffer either way because of what my ex and I did, 8 years ago.
What do you mean your boy's going to suffer either way? What is either way? What's that?
So my sons will suffer because they are living with their mother and they're not living with their father.
And then
and then they're going to have the influence of their mother, and until she seeks the kingdom of God, she's going to raise them to do whatever. It's a pretty bad situation, but she's going to raise them she's emasculating them. She's not going to raise them to be men.
And that what you mean by either way?
Yeah, that's what I mean by either way.
Oh,
yeah.
But you're not going to be a manly example either, because your wife is going to rule you. She already got you going to the altar right now doing the wrong thing. And you're too weak. You're too weak to call it off and say, hey, at least let's not do it now. You can do it later. You can do it when your kids are 18. But you won't do that because you're afraid to call it off.
you're just saying I'm just giving in to my own selfish.
You're giving in to the
ambition or
woman.
deceit or-
Yeah. You're giving in to the woman and you're giving in to your ego. Pretending to love your boys.
Usually people will get, at this point, will be like so mad at you or whatever, but I listen to you. I think you do speak a lot of, man, like, I think you speak a lot of truth. And I really wonder how many men or women that are in that, situation, how many of them say, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until my sons are grown.
They won't because they're in a fallen state. They're subject to the woman. So they're trying to get the ego need while pretending to be doing something else. They're lying to themselves.
Yeah.
Satan got the mind.
Yeah, I still don't think that Satan's my daddy. Definitely not.
Then call it off until your kids are grown.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, Jesse.
It's not going to happen, huh?
No, it's not. It's not going to happen. Yeah.
So said the rich young ruler.
Said the rich young ruler.
Yeah.
Say that again. What?
Yeah. Remember the guy? Remember the guy?
Parable?
Remember the guy in the Bible saw Jesus, and he said to Jesus, "What can I do to follow you?" And Jesus said,
"Never saw that guy ever again in the Bible."
And Jesus said, "Give up all you have and follow me." And he bowed his head and said, "That's never going to happen." And we never heard from him again.
That's right. Yeah.
It's because he loved the world more than he loved Jesus. Like you love this woman more than you love your sons.
Yeah. Well, definitely think about it and meditate on what you're saying and pray about it and hopefully and continue the silent prayer.
Why do you need to pray about something that you already see to be true? Why not accept the truth?
Why don't I accept the truth of what you're saying?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying is correct,
Yeah.
but you need to pray about it. You sound like mama. I pray on it. That means you're not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not gonna not marry her.
I know.
And yeah.
That's why you said you're going to pray on it.
In the name of the children.
That's why you said you're going to pray on it, because you know that you're not going to do the right thing. You're going to go with your ego needs.
Man, yeah, I never saw it as my ego to marry this woman. I just saw it as the right thing to do. And when I look at everything as right and wrong, good and evil, I don't see this as wrong or evil.
So now do you see it wrong to put a woman between, or a woman to put a man between the children? Do you see that now?
It's wrong for someone to remarry while the kids are obviously young, right?
Yes.
But obviously when they're married, then it's completely different. Mom and dad,
right?
That's completely different, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I can see it in some situations, Jesse, but
when it comes to you, you can't see it, huh? You can see it. You can see it.
Man, I'm different.
Right. You can see it in others, but you can't see it in yourself. Amazing.
Yeah,
but
yeah. No.
But Joe, I wish you well, man. I'm giving you my best, and but it's up to you. Like I always tell everybody, it's suffer and die.
Yeah, I don't.
But
think I'm gonna,
it does break my heart, though. That it does break my heart to know that your sons are going through, based on what you've said, hell with the mother already, and now they're going to go through the same. They're going to go through the same thing with the father.
I just don't see that because I am.
I know, but you will. Watch and see what this woman do to them. When you're not watching, when you're not around, you'll see.
Oh, their stepmom?
Yeah.
Oh, no. They better tell me. They're like, you report back to dad and you tell me what she did.
There's nothing you can do about it because you're weak to the woman already. You're doing wrong and know it, but because you can't stand up to her already, You already accepted her. There's nothing. This is all talk that you're doing right now.
Powerful words. I guess that's why you have a radio show.
How old are you, Joe?
I'm 30 years old.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I wish you well, Joe.
Yep. Didn't think that conversation was going to go like that, but I do appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, real fast, there's this book. It's called The Resolution for Men, and it's almost like the first chapter.
It hasn't helped you. Why give it out?
I was going to tell you. Yeah, sure. But I was going to tell you that it's exactly what you say about, fatherhood and.
Yeah,
and
I'm telling you the truth about it, Joe, and yet you won't do right. So you won't do what you know is right because your ego, which is the nature of Satan, is in the way, and you're still going the way of the world instead of the way of God. And you know what's right. You know it now, but you bow your head and say, "No, I can't do that."
I just don't think it's
Yes, you do.
Well, all right, man. I won't keep you, but I don't know.
Georgia on my mind. So
it's nice here in Georgia. It's cheap. There's a bunch of nice people in Georgia.
Yeah,
some racist people in Georgia too.
So, Joe, you're getting married this Saturday?
This Saturday. Why don't you pray that it doesn't rain? And if it does, then hey, so be it.
You still get married in the rain, huh? Well,
Yeah,
Joe, you have, what's the day? Tuesday? Oh, the day?
I don't know.
Oh, the day of
Tuesday,
Country
yeah.
Western Tuesday, right? You have,
I don't know what that
you
means.
have today from this point until Saturday to do the right thing.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to my really good friend who's also my mentor.
You
And
gonna,
he's black. He's black as the ace of spades, but 100% American.
so you're going to talk to someone who will agree with you to do the wrong thing, right?
I just want to see what his opinion is.
But you already know the truth, Joe. Why keep going out looking for more? You want to hear something else. You want to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, true.
You already know the
that's
truth
true.
right now.
And the truth is not to marry this woman because my children will suffer.
Yes, they need their father, Joe.
But they will suffer either way. They just won't suffer as much if I marry her.
No, if you are truly a son of God, and you're that, and you're doing good, doing the right thing, your kids are not going to suffer nearly as much, if they suffer at all, because when they come to you, they're going to see the right light. And as they get older, they're going to move with you. They're going to want to be with you, and the woman won't have anything to say about it. But, so, I don't know why you keep saying they're going to suffer anyway. And well, I know you're saying that because you're giving yourself an excuse to get married. But, but
just saying, because
and what you're saying too is that the power of God within you is not greater than Satan's no power in the woman. So, because you convince yourself that, oh, they're going to suffer anyway, so I might as well get married. They're going to suffer anyway. So you don't believe that the light of God will work through you and save them.
That's one way to say it, but I didn't see it like that. I mean, what I was saying, I say either way they're going to suffer because of that deceitful, just nasty, bitter woman who.
No, that's not why they're going to suffer. You're judging that woman, but you're not judging yourself.
No. I'm speaking truth. I don't judge. Well, I'm not judging her. She can live her life. I mean, I pray. Like I said, I pray for her. I love her, not in that way. I wish her the best. It would be
but you don't wish your sons the best because you won't be the best for them.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I've never seen it like that. So like you're literally telling me this right now.
Yeah.
This is the first time that anyone's ever said that.
I know. That's why you want to go to your buddy and get the lie back. You need your buddy to rescue you away from your consciousness, which is the mind of God.
I mean, the man that I'm going to talk to, he speaks, and he would tell me like straight up.
Well, you don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else to tell you. God has revealed to you what you should do. I want to know, do you have the courage to stand up to this woman?
And tell her that we're not going to get married?
Yes.
Because Jesse Lee Peterson was like, nah.
No, because you need to be there for your sons.
Yeah, sure, paint me in a corner. No, I do not have the courage to stand up to her and say, we are not going to get married.
Well, you're going to lose, and your son's going to lose. Because anytime you see what's right and don't do what's right, it's a major deal.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're going to go back and forth, but like...
Yeah, I don't want to convince you, Joe. I don't want to convince you. You may have to suffer and die, but I wish you well. I wish your sons well.
Yeah, go on. Oh, I'm listening. Go ahead. Yeah. Thank you for wishing us well, and we'll see how everything works out. But if it's God's will, it's God's will. So.
No, don't put that on God.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, like, if it's God's will, it will be done. If it's not, then it will not.
Don't put that on God.
Does that not make sense to you?
You know the truth, Joe. I got to run, though, buddy. Thank you, all right?
Yeah, I got you. All right, yeah. Thank you. Wall going up, brother. All right.
Oh, the wall going up.
Yeah, thanks for the talk.
All right, buddy.
All right, later.
Bye. Amazing.